Right, good evening everyone. So you join me in the dark. Just wondering, maybe I should just like angle that light up ever so slightly. That way you can see me a little bit better. That might be a bit better. So yeah, you pretty much join me in the dark. So as you can see, all the platform lighting, etc., has all worked really well. Everything's looking really good. So we have in the platform, we've got the Clark Railworks quad arts, excuse me. That's bad, isn't it? And yeah, we've also got the new maroon Suburban Mark 1s from Acura Scale. They turned up here yesterday or the day before. I think it was, well, I've lost track what day it is now. It's Sunday, isn't it? Yeah, so they'd have turned up on Friday, actually. So, yeah, not had much chance to run them yet, actually. However, I do wish to get some magnetic couplings because I don't like fixed bars, but that's just a personal thing. But anyway, moving on. Merry New Year. Merry New Year. That's the thing, is it? Well, there we go. So, yeah, first stream of the year. 2025. What on earth is it going to hold for us? Well, for me, already, it's started out with me having a very bad bank balance. Things have turned up before they were expected, etc. And then at the same token as well, I've had a bit of a dilemma in the my sort of office room here that I have, in the sense that heating has basically decided to give up the ghost again. It doesn't surprise me really, because these sort of 3 kilowatt heaters you do get, that after a while they do tend to sort of just play up and burn plugs out and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I've kind of bit the bullet and ordered myself a rather fancy aircon unit, which is going to be installed, etc. This week. Is it this week? No, next week. Not this week, coming the following week. Sorry. So yeah, so I've got to get a few little bits there to get it all sorted, etc., and get it in. But yeah, at least that gets the heating problem solved. And for the actual fact of the matter is, it's costing a fortune to basically keep me warm out here, especially as I work out here during the day now. So yeah, the fact of the matter is I'm paying 3 kilowatt. I'm generating heat for 3 kilowatt, and I'm using 3 kilowatt. So this new heating system is 4 kilowatt, but it only uses 1.5 kilowatt of actual power. So in terms of that, it's going to save me money long term anyway. But I think basically by the end of the year, it's basically going to pay for itself. So there we go. Lots of people in the chat. Robbie Woo, first one in there. Nikki, good evening. Chris Jones, Alex Dent, Flyman Chairman 1, hello mate, I hope you're well, Happy New Year to you. Mr. Ward, good evening. Lots and lots of fun to be had this year, etc., with 5-inch gauge stuff, and hopefully I'll get some videos and actually like broadcast them to you guys so you can see the other end of the hobby that I deal with, etc. So yeah, that would be pretty cool. Chris Jones, good evening. Paul Grant, Christopher, good evening. I like the way you put your name in brackets there. That's quite funny. New Junction, good evening, mate. DCC Train Automations, good evening. Happy New Year to you, bud. Hope you guys are all well down there. Julian and Sarah, etc., and everyone. Yeah, I hope you're having a good time. And Steve, of course, Laser Lines as well. So, yeah. Tarek, that'll be my dad. So, yeah, you can all go, hi, Tarek. But anyway, Valleys 56XX, Dave Redgate, Griff. Dave, good evening. I'll just go with that, shall we? Aaronville, good evening. Triple glazed windows, new door, etc. Put in my house. Cost going to cost loads. Blimey. I'm contemplating all sorts this year because honestly, it costs so much to heat out here and keep everything warm. And of course, now that I'm working in here, put thicker jumper on. What do you think this is? Yeah, I mean, it's just costing a fortune. And now, of course, because I work from home as well, I'm out here day in, day out at the moment. So, yeah, it is costing an absolute fortune. So, hello, Tarek. Wangot, good evening, John. Happy New Year, all. Chris Jones, looking forward to my IC31 turning up later. Intercity 31, that would be pretty cool. Oh, I've got two 31s on the layout here, actually, so the Akura scale ones. So yeah, they're pretty cool. I can go around and basically show you all the new stock, basically. The new stock's just... It's strange, because it's literally a case of time to wear long johns. I've lost my thought process there. What was I going to say? We've still got noisy point motors, etc., and we've still got noisy signals and all that jazz, basically. But that'll eventually get sorted eventually. So I've got a plan this year as well that I will be changing over to servos as well. So all the MP1s that I currently have on the layout will be going, and I'll be converting over to servos going forward. There's nothing wrong with the MP1s. I'm just going to say that straight off the bat. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the MP1s. But for me personally, I've got exhibition layouts and other layouts where I'm using servos, so I'm used to them being quiet. So I've gone to the sort of pretenses enough's enough, and basically I have about 6 8-way servo controllers basically that will be going under the layout at some point, and then all the 4018s and 6080, you know. YD8116s, those will be free to do other stuff around the layout, basically. I control lots of lighting because I do like my lighting on this layout. So yeah. James laughing his head off. Sorry, mate. Ray, I think I did see in the chat. Yeah, really well, mate. Thank you very much. It was really good to see you when we were on our way back from Devon. It feels like a long time. Actually, it was a long time ago now, actually, but there we go. So I will be 44 years on the 10th of January. Wow. Well, I'll be 40. I'll be 40 this year on the 23rd of March. So yeah, that's going to be scary. Heritage Road, good evening. TS Railways, evening all. Sim racing tonight. Ooh, very cool. I thought I'd stop by and say hi. We'll watch it back tomorrow. Do you see a 2MT in the horizon? You certainly do. So if I skip to the camera there, obviously you can't really see it too well at the moment, it being in the dark, but there we go. A 3-jumper scenario. Yep, so the 2MT that basically I got with a little tip-off from TS Railways there. I got a little tip-off from him that they were doing them on a bit of a cheap deal at the moment, and here's a code to use it, etc. So off I went and basically bought one. I think it was £103 off the top of my head. So yeah, that's pretty cool. The 40s is great. Fantastic. I look forward to it. Yeah, but that's basically now been sort of pulled apart. I've done the usual sort of things where I put firebox glows and all those kind of things in there as well. No lamps. Didn't really go to that extreme, but I will do it, that sort of thing. And that is a... TS! Stop guessing everything! Ugh, blimey. So anyway, the smoke generator Black 5 has appeared as well. I thought I'd give one of those a play with, etc. I do have an inkling to have an experiment with that, basically. I either want to try and get the Zimo or the ESU V5. I suspect it'll be the ESU V5 that wins because there's more scope for control on individual outputs, etc. I'm not entirely sure how I can move the smoke function from one output that it's on, that it needs to be, unless I move the wire. That's the other alternative. But yeah, so I suspect it will be a case of I will move that over to the ESU side of things anyway. But there we go. Yeah, so as I was saying, sorry, the 2MT, when I can work out the list that I've got here. I've got too many locos now, it's getting silly. No, I don't want either 2, I want standard 2. Standard 2, there we go. So yeah, you can see the firebox glowing away in there, etc. But there we go. Nice van, says New Junction. Well, you know, you parked it there, mate. So yeah, you need to move it before the before you get a ticket on there, mate. What do I win? What do you win? We'll discuss. Very cool. Biscuits. Oh, there you go. Pack of biscuits. That sounds like a good idea. Tea and biscuits. I'll go to the tea as well. You know, everyone's got to have a cup of tea and some biscuits. It's pretty good actually. So there we go. Sounds good to me, Flymo. Excellent. Yeah. So basically, the layout's coming on in strengths at the moment. I literally am, when I do get spare time and all this sort of stuff, I am working on the layout, which is pretty cool. I seem to have got my mojo back in a big way recently, so that's pretty cool. Gotta stop buying locomotives though. I'm literally just being overrun by the darn things actually. So yeah, I kind of talked myself out the other day of buying a Curascale green Deltic, because we already have the Portbrook one that's sat just there basically. See, this is the thing. What I should have done before I started the stream, I should have gone through and turned all the lights on, or the locos. Where's the... Oh, hang on, that was 50. That's that one, isn't it? What I should have done... See, I should have gone through and turned all the lights on, etc. We need to go the other way. Ooh, they're very bright. Ooh, they're horrendously bright, aren't they? Oh, and yeah, hang on a minute. We've got the... Blimey, I've even forgot about that one. So yeah, again, before Christmas, it was a case of what can we kind of get, kind of thing. So yeah, there was the Class 20 that's just sat in front of me there, actually. That's basically... Tell you what I should do. I should just put my desk cam on and actually just use that so you can show you guys. But yeah, actually, do you know what? Let's do it. Let's put my desk cam on. Desk is a bit of a mess. Apologise. But yeah, what I can basically do is the manual for the smoke generator one, which I can go through and talk to you about actually. But yeah, so I picked up this recently, a nice weathered example of the Batman Class 20. So yeah, I do have one of these in the other room actually, which is completely clean, but that belongs to a New Junction, because he's currently borrowing my Harry Needle one at the moment, mainly because I didn't have any space to cart one of his locos back, so I just left it with him. Here's the other cameo catch about this. Trying to put things... Trying to put locomotives on the track in the dark is pretty hard work actually, but there we go. So yeah, we can have a laugh at the steam generator booklet at the moment as well actually, so yeah. The biggest thing that I probably wanted to draw most people's attentions to is the fact that I see a lot of people online going on about the chuff output, the puff strength, I think they call it, and basically there's actually two CVs, 211 and 212, which you can adjust to your heart's content. Now I did watch a video recently where one of the guys was commenting and basically saying that he'd gone and set it to 163. Find that quite hard considering the range is 0 to 127, so how the heck he managed to set it to 163, I don't know. But there we go. But yeah, no, so basically at the moment I've got I've adjusted the CV settings, so I've got 211 on 120 at the moment, and then I've got 212 on 48. Yeah, so basically a nice little CV booklet there. It's always good to have a little read through these booklets and see what they've done, etc. It's also quite useful to note the function outputs for the smoke generator and what functions it's on, etc. So yeah, that's always good to have a little read of the blurb, etc. And then of course I've got the detail pack at some point, which I will have to sit there and painstakingly put on. But yeah, I mean the instruction manual itself is quite detailed actually, so it's pretty good the way they've laid it out, etc. I especially like the fact that they've actually supplied the head codes. Now obviously head codes as a whole on model railways don't tend to get sort of used or done or anything like this, but when it comes to like us on the 5-inch gauge, especially on the GL5 group, we always run the correct head code for the train we're using, or the light engine, or anything like this sort of thing. So it's actually quite nice to see it outlaid on the model, and basically the ability to actually change the headlamps, etc. This particular model has the headlamp down the halfway down the smoke box door, not the firebox door in one of the reviews I saw as well. So that's quite interesting to see as well. Wangok, just read to change CVs 211 to 120. That's what I've got mine on at the moment, and then I've got it at 48. Mine is, yeah, on 212. I was finding 40. I can't remember what it was standard now. What was it standard? I don't know, I just found it really weak and it kept sort of gumming up with water, etc. So I changed it. Where is it? Oh, it's 40. 46 is standard. 212 to 46 is the standard setting. There we go. Keith, good evening. Good to see you in the chat, mate. Tim, good evening. Clydebridge, good evening. Clydebridge, I've got some news for you actually. I'm currently looking for a Bachmann green class 47 at the moment. So yeah. Santa only bought me OBB coaches and wagon kits. Very cool. And a wagon kit. I mean, you had the wagon kit already though. What did everyone else get for Christmas? That's the other thing. I mean, I didn't get anything railway related, model railway related actually, because half the battle I have is generally if I see something I want, I just go and buy it, which is quite a nice position to be in. But yeah, it's usually a case of if I see it, I just go and get it, basically. So yeah. Haunted Railway Jake, good evening, mate. Good to see you in the chat. Happy New Year. Two-tone green or the GWR? No, it's got to be the two-tone green. Two-tone green with a small yellow ends, basically. I think it's 35 410 or something like that. I can't remember it now off the top of my head, but yeah, I want to get one of the Plux 22 versions, one to have a play with, etc. And yeah, see what I can do, basically. So yeah, in terms of model-wise, what we see at the moment. It's literally a case of the 2MT has basically had the tender completely hacked about and cut open, etc., just to be able to get a decent speaker inside it. So yeah, I've got one of the 4020, well I think it's 4022 actually, but I've got the passive ESU passive radiator in there with a Locksound V5, and that's basically got the Locoman sound file on it. So yeah, been having a good play with that, etc. It's really nice sound, but if I'm honest, it's a little bit on the weak side. So yeah, I had to play around with a lot of the settings, etc., to try and get it to sound half as good as I wanted it to, etc. So yeah, I suppose the argument there is it was recorded from the real thing, yeah, etc. But there we go. Anyway. I did see Iron Horse in the chat somewhere. There he is. Evening, John, mate. Hello, all in the chat. Just making a brew. That sounds like a great idea. I've only got water out here, actually. So your loco is currently sat over there in disgrace. Oh, I'm sorry. That's just... It's awful to put a little tiny speaker like that in it. But anyway, so it's all going to get ripped apart. And yeah, you're going to end up with big speaker in the tender. Your decoder's going to end up inside the locomotive, and then you've already got a big speaker in the loco anyway. But I just want to make it sound better. I want to make it sound the best. Literally, I want you to put it on the layout, start it up, and literally hear that first chuff and just go, yep, that's the way we do it. Good lad. Excellent. Black 5, 2 Deltics, Jones Goods, and a Gresley Big Goods. Wow, that's pretty cool. Birthday on Wednesday, folks. Woo! Lots of birthdays, actually. I noticed everyone chatting about their birthdays, etc. So, Alex Dent, I got an Intercity 225 and a 91 at Virgin Trains East Coast livery from Hornby. Very cool. What else I missed? I see I'm looking splendid on the platform. Yes, we've given you the slimmed version. Sorry, mate, that was awful. Oh dear. Yeah, no, we're giving you the nice paint job there. Nikki's giving you the nice paint job. She's in the chat actually, so if you want to ask, if you want to say thank you to her for painting you up so nicely, there you go. So I do hate figure painting actually, so yeah. I had a Bachmann Class 47. What do you mean you had it if you got rid of it then? Keith, coming to surgery. Woo! Yay. So that's the thumper or 2-hap? 2-hap? That's a thumper, isn't it? Oh, I can never remember. I'm terrible with the EMUs and everything units. I think it's a thumper, but yeah, no, I'll sort that out for you, mate. No worries. Bum, 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 bum. Just keeping up with the chat. Cumber and wagon kit for me. Ooh, very nice. 4750 is a Bachmann. It'll be interesting contrast to the triple gay. I'll be at 46 on Wednesday. 46. Wow. I got a long way to catch up with you with 37s then, didn't I? I suppose if it wasn't for the fact that I literally just like the Acura scale one and just got 15, I've got 15 of the Acura scale ones now. But yeah, it's literally a case of doing it. Do you know what? I've literally just spotted on my platform, like literally I'm looking at the camera in front of me there, and I've literally just spotted that horrible gap in the platform, and I can actually see ballast down the gap. So that's going to get sorted. That's annoyed me. But yeah, so obviously, if you've not been sort of following my progress throughout December and everything like that, the platform heights have changed. So that's quite interesting. The other funny thing is literally the Acura scale coaches that are on the Black 5 at the moment, they actually catch on my platform, which is really annoying. After I've dropped it as well, so I'm like, oh no, that's not cool at all. But anyway, so Ray got a Zimmo sound decoder for his Class 02, very cool. No, John, that's not 46 Class 47s. That's... Oh, sorry, that's your age, sorry. Sorry, you'll be 46. See, I'm going to hit 40 this year, and I just keep thinking to myself, how the heck am I 40? Like, literally, I am baffled by it. I don't feel like it. I feel like such a child at times. But, yeah, just bonkers. Should I run something? Let's run something. Let's actually run something. So I've not actually programmed in the Black 5 yet, so I've literally got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have no idea what functions do what. It's very annoying that there's no brake function on it though. Well, there is, but it's F20. Yeah, F27 to apply the brake. Oh, and of course the other amusing thing is everyone goes on about the fact that, you know, oh, turn the auto function play on. Great, fantastic. You turn the auto play function on, and when you actually turn the sound off by turning F1 off, the Loco still carries on and ignores you. And then you're sitting there going, well, why is it doing that? And then all of a sudden you realise you've left F28 on, and then it goes quiet. What's the point in having a sound on and off button on F1 if it's not going to work when you've got 28 turned on? I don't know. There we go. Anyway. I don't actually know if you guys can see the smoke or not, actually. Ooh, it's very weak, isn't it? You can tell it ain't got to stay alive in it either. That's funny. It's stuck on the platform. Oh yeah. Spectacular. Well, that was a load of rubbish, wasn't it? The handy thing is, though, I can report that they do actually respond to ABC, actually. So that's a pretty cool thing to bear in mind when you're having a look at these. I have no idea if you can see that smoke or not. Actually, I can see it from where I am, but oh, you can just about see it wisping. Who remembers radio rentals? Remember Tandies and places like that, basically. So yeah. Why I stick to modern era locomotives. I like kettles. I think that's half the battle, though. It's literally a case of you don't remember kettles. You know, I've not seen many, so it's a case of I always end up like looking at the older sort of stuff because it just sort of draws me in a bit more, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So there we go, that's off, basically. Oh, Mark Wilson, good evening. Happy New Year, mate. Hope you're well. No, stay alive. Yep, you're definitely right there. So I'm going to rip it out and start again. Did I say that? No. Woo, bright light. Get this one out as well. You ever put sound and stay alive in a W4 packet? Yes, I have two of them. Just there. One is called Jenna, the other one will be called John, eventually. Ah, you can see the smoke there quite well. Actually, that's pretty cool. How difficult it was to do? A little bit awkward. Depends how you do it, though. That's the thing. Like, I always put a big speaker underneath, so I end up drilling all the thing out. God, that Hornby Black 5 is quite loud, isn't it? To be fair, I haven't run the 2MT round the far loop yet, so I'm hoping it comes back. Need to Skiply? We need to skip back to... So there you go, as you see. It does work. It does work with ABC? It does, it should do. Oh, I know what's going on. That'll be coach lighting that's bridging the gap, basically. Ah, so something else I need to work on then. Oh, this is not good. Right, what are you stuck on? Is that the platform, or is that the... Do that instead then. Very annoying. What's new? Hello mate. Evening sir, what's new? Well, there's a Black 5 currently trundling around with some Hornby TXS smoke on it, but I plan to change that. It's okay, it's not terrible. I mean, yeah, but there we go. Didn't you say, John, that you didn't like steam-fitted locos because they don't look right? It's very true. It doesn't look right at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, this is a guinea pig. I'm going to have a play with it and see if I can make it work with better decoders and better sound, etc. So, yeah. But yes, I say, as a whole, I mean, it's not terrible. Could be a lot worse. Wonder about these. Interesting to hear your opinion. My opinion. Yeah, it's not the strongest. Let's put it that way. I mean, that's. Do you know what the weird thing is? I'm literally looking at that on the camera and literally looking at it up there, and that's probably the best that has worked since I bought it. Alright, I only got it last week. So yeah. Nice to see the 2MT's made its way back and you guys are missing out on all that delight. Yeah, that's weird. That's probably the best that's worked since I've had it. That's actually a good plume. But still, it's yeah, Tim, you know, you've drawn my attention to it. It's not right. It's better than some I've seen, but it's still not right. So yeah, look at that. The 2MT comes to a stop, and the coach lighting is on it. So there's coach lighting on our quad arts. Just saying. Clearly something to be thought about when you're doing things like that, but there we go. Ooh, moaning now. Ooh. Get telling off now for moaning. I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. It's never going to be the best, is it? It's never going to be the actual thing. I mean, in comparison to the oil-filled ones, and this one, yeah, I like what this one's doing a lot better than the oil-filled one. He's moaning again. God. I get told off for moaning. People say stop being a... Yeah. But there we go. I mean, now it stops. I mean, that has completely stopped. So is it a case of... Do I need to get a bit of tissue? Yes, I had to get a bit of tissue and shove it down the chimney. So again, that's the other problem with them. They end up like getting... They end up basically getting clogged up and then they just stop working after that. So yeah. Oh, this thing doesn't have a brake on it. Still got to get used to that. Let's send it to the turntable. Right, while I'm doing that, that's weird, it seems to work better forward than it does in reverse as well. That's even more strange, but there we go. Zantec! That's the water. It's the water smoke. I watched some of them and feel the difference would be made if there were two exhausts for the steam effect and one for continuous running. That's a valid point. Yeah, that's a very valid point actually. I was imagining it would look better on a run like slow speed, shunting, shouldn't be much out of the chimney, etc. in my opinion. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, we can only base it on what we're seeing here, really, can't we? So it's nice that they've put in the actual lamps and they actually work on the functions as well. So that's quite nice to see. See what it looks like from above. Oh, you can't even see it. Oh, there you go. I mean, you know, for what it's doing, it's trying. It's trying its hardest to do something. This is going to be awkward as heck because I'm never going to be able to stop this in the right place. Or alternately, it can just stop on my... What? Come on. Back you go. No, it's... It really doesn't like driving on that turntable. Why? Even more strange because it's all lined up absolutely spot on perfectly. Oh, look at that! Now it actually like looks like it's smoking. It's quite funny. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad now when it's just sat there simmering away. Oh yes, I completely agree. I completely agree with you completely there, Tim. Yeah, the smoke is definitely a novelty to it. The fact that it's not going to do like the smoke oil ones, you know, they generate a lot of heat and can do damage to a model. So at the end of the day, if you're going to put one of those in, you need really to be a proper solid boiler barrel, cast boiler barrel, that kind of thing. So it's all metal, so basically it can dissipate the heat properly and not do any damage to the actual model itself. So the fact that it's a water vapour one is quite interesting. But I mean, it was quite weird actually because I didn't realise these were in stock at the time, and I actually went to go and get a Glasgow Highlander, but I was just like, well, I was like, it's the same model basically, so let's just have a play, was my kind of thought process with it anyway. So yeah, New Junction and Underground Eric's latest videos. Yep, thanks for posting them up for me, Flymo. Always good. I think the problem with them is the way the atomizer works. It fires vapour, chimney, too fast, too slow, running, etc. There isn't much way to slow it down though. Pretty much. There is, but it's obviously not been done very well, shall we say. There are ways to slow it down and there are ways to do it, but instead of actually changing voltage supplies and all this kind of stuff like they're doing, it's a case of you need to modify frequency. But never mind. Let's see if it will run off the turntable actually, because it didn't like going on. Look, what's that? It's actually shorting on... It is. So we can establish it doesn't like auto-reverse. Okay, so we can establish that those things don't like auto-reverse then. It's quite annoying. I need to pull it forward actually. Need it to be about there, because what I do need to do is I need to get the V2. I'm going to turn that off while we're experimenting, etc. I might be able to hear myself think then. That's the other problem. They're quite loud actually, and they have done a good job with the enclosures on them actually, so it's not too terrible. I have seen other people change the speakers and all these kind of things, so yeah. V2's not been used for a few weeks, can you tell? I actually remember this one's actually got a brake function to it as well. Where's that camera gone high? It's probably when I've been playing. There we go. You can't actually see the top of the back scene now. Love the HM7000. Yeah. I think what it's trying to do is okay, but I don't know what to say. I really don't. I mean, diesel-wise, yeah, the diesel sounds are pretty good. The fact of the matter with these smoke generator ones as well, because they've actually synchronised the chuffs, it actually means you can actually have an authentic steam sound. I'd use the term loosely, sorry. But at least it's giving you 4 beats per revolution, unlike like 1 beat per 3 revolutions or something daft like that they were at one point. Keith, actually thinking about it, that little orange car, no, actually it's not that one, sorry, that's a Mini, isn't it? Where is it? I feel like you had one. I had one, you had a picture of one on. I'm missing all the action here. Still missing all the action, but there we go. So again, the V2 is a bit of a new locomotive to the fleet as well. Went a bit mad with this one because it was literally a case of what could I do with it. So I modified the tender connection because it had 4 pins, and basically 2 of each pin. So you had 2 pins that did the right pickup, and then you had 2 pins that did the left pickup, which didn't seem right to me. So it was literally gonna underground Eric, got to shoot. Take care, mate. See you soon. So I modified that tender connection, so I actually have 4 pins now as opposed to technically 2. So I basically fitted a speaker inside the tender. So I put one of the Acura Thrash speakers in there. I had a bit of a surplus of 4 ohm ones because I had a load from the changeovers that I did on the 37s. So yeah, I utilised them in this. But then the other thing is I've done it in the past where I've put a 18 by 13 in the boiler barrel. So I've put an 18 by 13 in the boiler barrel. I kept the original 15 by 11, and I basically series those 2 speakers up, so that make a 4 ohm. And then I had a 4 ohm in the thing. I paralleled those 2 up to make 4 ohm. And then I've got the tender one as well, again, which is 4 ohm. So I then had to basically run them in series, and that basically takes me back to 8 ohm. Bit of a mismatch in power though, if I'm honest, because you've got like 1 watt, 1 watt, technically 0.8 of a watt, but you can kind of get away with it, sort of thing. So yeah, right, need to get this loco out because we need to get on the front of the Acura Scale Suburbans. Woohoo! Be interesting to see if the ABC works well with the ESU decoder as opposed to the HM7000. So it's good needs work. The issue is if you make the same process with Zimo, etc., it will lose affordability, cutting edge, etc. Comes limited. I think there's a market for it. I think that's the best way to explain it. At the end of the day, you're always going to have pros and cons to each decoder, etc. Flymo, I mean, it depends completely. Whoa. No. What's happened there? I had the point set, so I'm not entirely sure what on earth's happened there. Just one of those anomalies, I guess. Yeah, I suppose that's the inkling, isn't it? I mean, the only way is up with regards to the comments on the HM7000. I mean, it's got potential there. So they just need to work on it, basically. As I say, I'm sure as time goes on, they'll just progress it. Guess I need to modify that platform a little bit more then. Goody. Right, I need to get this lot out of the way. It will go, more power. I'm guessing those little soul... yeah, I'm guessing it's those little soul bar steps that are just catching. Bit annoying, but... oh well, we'll get it sorted eventually. The Terminator point motors are still going. Yeah, I did make the comment earlier that I will be changing them at some point. Yeah, so that's obviously parked itself. There you go, that's parked itself in the thing. So it's a HM7000 when it comes to the sensitivity side of things. That's just a little bit too susceptible to the thing. So hang on, let me just check something. Yeah, so I actually have a coach bridging the gap. So yeah, there is a coach actually bridging the gap, the ABC gap there. So yeah, it's just the HM7000 is just a little bit oversensitive to the fact that when the coach lighting is basically bridging the gap, it's effectively ignoring the ABC. But when you get an ESU decoder, or I'm pretty sure it does it with a Zimo one as well. So, but yeah, when you get a, so yeah, there's something to be noted as well. The ABC side of it is just a little bit too sensitive. They need like an adjustment. Is there an adjustment? Actually, let's have a look. I've got this stupid manual here. Let's see if I can adjust it. Don't know. I'll have to look on the app at some point as well. But yeah. They do look nice though. I do like those coaches. Very happy with them. Need to get some figures in them. Oh, I've got my truck running. Oh, get my truck going. Nice. Look at the pretties. Ooh. They're the new Akira scale coaches. Yep. Very nice. We do like some lighting in coaches. Obviously, with this layout going night and day mode, it's a case of I kind of need coach lighting, etc. So yeah. What on earth was that? What on earth was that? That was a big derailment. Yeah, well, yeah, sorry. I just wondered why it derailed was more my question. It shouldn't have done that, basically. bring it back a bit. Can't see because the Deltic's in the way. Lovely, that coupling works beautifully. That's a good sound. I do rather like these. I do rather like these Hornby 2MTs. They're very, just very nicely done. Just turn that one off to protect it. Whoops. Very nice lighting, not too bright. Yeah, it's very good actually. So very good to know. It's very good for you to have us over to play trains. Yeah, you probably make a better job of it than I do, to be honest. But yeah, I need to. I do actually need to have a look at the. Have a look at another running session where I get a load of friends over and all that kind of stuff as well. So yeah, he doesn't have sound in it yet though. It's a case of it. They generally don't get put on my layout until they have sound in, basically. So yeah, I've got a collection of locos through there that all need sound working on them, etc. So. We'll actually park this one up. What we'll do is we'll get the Class 20 out. Where can we put him? In the shed. Or certainly I can crash because I'm typing the wrong button. Whoops. 2MT, 2MT, 2MT. Where should we put 2MT? You can go basically. Actually, do you know what? I can go where the. Where is it? There it is. You can go where the V2 came from. Yep, that's another derailment. Ow! Oh, look at me, that was a hell of a static shock. Damn! That was a heck of a static shock, that one. Give me a neck. Ouch. Apart from me, who else is going to be at Model Rail Scotland? I would like to try and make it to Model Rail Scotland, actually. So, yeah, I'll see what happens, basically. I need to move that one because it's in my way now. See what I'll do. I'll stick it in front of the Duchess. Bit more. Gotta get used to that braking not being there. Yeah, let's stick it in front of the Duchess. Ah, Worcester, very nice. That's a very cool layout, actually. I do like that layout. I want to come play. Can I come play? That should be pretty cool, because if we go here, we should be able to see that. Yeah. Maybe not, then. I thought, wouldn't it be cool to see all it smoking? You can't really see it, can you? Why that camera seems to be... Let us play. Oi, hello. Sorry guys, I'm trying to adjust the camera so it doesn't look like the... It's not that one. No. Oh, definitely not that one either. It's not going to be that one. Problem is, for some reason, it's not telling me what the... That's colour saturation. Sharpness. Slightly better. Yeah, anyway, this is not the time to be playing around with camera settings, so sorry about that. Change the Wi-Fi channel even. Of course, John, but they teach me how to use the channel with Wi-Fi. Excellent. It's quite funny. Yeah, I mean, the NEC as a whole is usually really bad for having Wi-Fi enabled layouts or anything like that, so yeah. Oh, hello. The camera actually doesn't fit the screen. Oh, I know why it doesn't fit the screen, because it's bigger. That's why. It's got horrible shading in the corners because of this. The hell was that? Maybe I was just hear a loud popping noise. Kind of made me think what on earth's going on, but yeah. Well, let's turn that off, because then I can hear myself. I can actually hear myself when that thing's not turned on. I'm getting the 20 out, aren't I? The robots are coming. Right, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. This is the Engine Man Sounds, Class 20. Whoops, wrong one. Just need to nudge you back a little bit. Nice to see. Really? That is terrible, terrible effort. Basically, run your locos before you put them on a live stream. Now I thought to myself, I won't put a stay alive in this one. Kind of wish I did now. Probably helped whoever weathered it. Not going to mention any names. I've just bought it from a certain company that's well known for weathering their locomotives when they send them out. It does tend to help if they'd clean the wheels. Would have been nice if they'd clean the wheels first, yeah? No? Just me? Probably not clean the wheels properly, but never mind. See what happens. Great effort, this thing. Stop. Yep, I get the impression I've not set that up right either. Okay. Right. Because my life is misery. Documents, my locomotives, JMC. You can all see what I'm doing. That's the customer database. That's the demo locos. Go into diesels. Want that one there. You can all see what I'm doing now, which will be quite funny. So let's have a look. So we've got lots of delay on there. We have brake setting in the right place. So I'm guessing I just don't have it on the function map. I don't have it on the function map. Well, that was rubbish, wasn't it? Shall we try that again then, folks? Ow! This jumper's giving me static shocks like crazy, man. Ah, stay there, you're running away. Right. Going to pick up the coaches. Gone into the wrong platform. Yay, I'm tired. In case you haven't realised, I am tired. So this is probably why I'm making so many mistakes. I doubt it. I generally make mistakes anyway, but yeah. Oh, for goodness sake. At least the brake's working now. I need to get a second one actually, because like the longer diesels, for instance, you end up hanging them off. If you can put two together, then they're pretty cool. But yeah, no, the tricks ones are really good. I like them. Look for me little marker in front of me here, which lets me know I'm clear of a point. Try again. Ow. Need to put a stay alive in this one. Actually, Iron Horse, if you're still in the chat, you've put one of those AE models. Where is it? Try and find it. Yeah, this thing. You've put an AE models, the little micro 2-cap one. You've put one of those onto an ESU chip before. What's it like? How many seconds does it give you, roughly? Is it worth me putting that on there? Is the point the question I'm asking. Stop too soon. Oh, for goodness sake! What's going on? Look, that's not me this time, right? That is not me. Look, this point up here, that is set. So, what's going on? Changes as I touched it. Is there another reason for changing over to servos? Oh wait, that could be one of them. Just give me a break. Tim, regards to the 2MT, so what I've actually done is I've put a Trainomatic 2-cap, one of the small 2-cap stay-alives on the ESU decoder I've used, which is a standard. I've removed the 8-pin socket and hardwired the decoder in, and then what I've used is a 4022 passive radiator speaker in the thing. Now that did mean that I had to cut all the tender out to do it. Hornby magazine did a review where they used one of those, a little 25 by 25 you can get from Road and Rails, and that was okay, but for me it just needed a little bit more. But yeah, that will go in with the decoder as well. So you've got to hardwire the decoder into the actual model itself, but you can put one of those in without cutting and dremeling and cutting the crap out of the tender, etc. So is it 9 seconds? What's 9 seconds? Come on! Well, that needs to stay alive, doesn't it? Oh, goodness sake. Just go. I'm getting fed up now. Maybe 2MT is heading your way. It's not a terrible thing to do. The other alternative is you do it with a micro. You could probably get the micro 8-pin decoder in there as well, and do it that way. Just go. Leave. Get out of my sight. Take your nice shiny coaches with you and leave. Where's the other thing? Oh, it's there. It's there. It's on its way back. Ah! Oh, couldn't have timed that any better if I tried. Second time lucky. AEG, stay alive. No, AE models, stay alive. What did I say? I didn't say AEG, did I? I hope I didn't. That'd be quite bad of me. No, it's gone over this time. How strange. Where is it? Just catching ever so slightly on that soul bar. Alright, fine, disconnect. I made it worse. Further platform work required. Yeah, you're probably not wrong there. get something big out. Can't really see it now though because the coaches are in the way. Who put that camera there? Go. Work. Oh, wrong one. Ah! Donk. There's very clear reasoning as to why you don't drive 2 locomotives at once, because you can't check on all the points, etc. Like that. Do love the Deltic sound though, that is such a good sound. God, Deltic sound is good, isn't it? So, Hot Dog Pilot Andy, good evening. Sorry I missed your live stream earlier today. You do drone on, John, or is it the Deltic? I hope it's the Deltic. Lovely. Ooh, just going into night time. Red sky at night, Shepherd's Delight. Wonderful sound, and the horns on the Deltic, yeah, they are great, aren't they? It's definitely one of the best sound fitted locos you can buy. Really is good, the Deltics. So I had one originally from Run 1, and I found myself not using it, and then I parted company with it, and I really wish I hadn't, is the honest answer. So that was why when this Run 2 was announced, the Porterbrook was definitely on my hit list. One, to please my wife, because she loves any loco that's purple. She loves it. So yeah, definitely had to be done, that one. Bit more. Tiny bit more. Lovely, love it when you got a good coupling on there that can work for you. It'd be slightly better if the annoying weathering that's happened to this locomotive before I took possession of it didn't actually smother the wheels in dirt. So now I'm basically going to go and put a stay alive in it this week. Acme tunnels were the worst. Excellent. Wile E. Coyote. Oh, I remember Roadrunner. Beep beep. Very cool. Missing out on some great action there. I feel like I'm ignoring the chat quite a bit at the moment because I'm really trying to concentrate on my driving. So I'm really sorry, guys, if you are putting some comments in the chat and it's not that I'm ignoring you, it's just that I'm concentrating, and clearly I have no idea how to do both tonight for some reason. I am pretty tired though, so yeah, that could have something to do with it, I think. There's the Deltic just coming in. It should stop. Should. Like so. Very cool. to go and fetch the so yeah, we'll leave the 20 parked just at the end there, and then what we will go and do now is we'll go and fetch the 2MT. I've got to do some jiggery pokery here, so that one needs to come off first. Strange. 9, not 7. Can't read. I don't actually have a crew in that 2MT, I've only just noticed that. It's naughty of me. Always have a crew of some form in there. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Thank you very much for the reminder, Flymo. I always forget that. So it's always nice when someone comes along and tells me to remind anyway. So yeah, I'm watching Trevor's stream as well, but on the phone. He's having problems too. You're not alone, John. Maybe it's just a Sunday night thing. Maybe it is just. It's the New Year's Gyps. There we go. We'll call it the New Year's Gyps, and then hopefully once we get one set of Gyps out of the way, we don't have to see him again until whenever we get him again, I guess. While waiting for the turntable to come round, let's do it. Come in here, Mr. Deltic. You want drone? I'll give you drone. Onto Flymo's Bridge. Should get a little sign made up for that, really. Flymo's Bridge. It's not a thing I do, by the way. I don't just dedicate every little piece of things to the people that watch the channel, etc. It is genuinely because Flymo does such a fantastic job of admin and looking after us YouTubers and looking after our channels and all that sort of stuff, that I thought it would be an honourable thing to do to mention, to call a part of the layout, i.e. this bridge section here, that is Flymo's Bridge. Now we just got to listen to this thing drone on for half an hour. Right, hopefully by this point we should have a 2MT ready to come off the turntable. Excellent. So I've pushed the wrong button. Oh my gosh. What the heck has happened there? Turntable's not even remotely lined up. Is anybody else thinking about the 2MT that derailed recently because it went over a catch point? Because that's exactly what I'm thinking right now. What the hell? remotely close to where it should have been. Let me just get a torch because I can't see now. Yes, it's hilariously funny in the sense that you build a layout that goes night and day, etc., and then you can't see to actually put them on the track. As I say, the cameras do a fantastic job of compensating for the light, but it is actually a lot darker in here than you may think. I mean, I know the underside of the layout here is all lit, but still, above it's pretty dark, yeah. It's pretty dark. In actual fact, if I go to this camera here, again, that's doing a really good job of light compensation, that is. But, yeah. Light compensation? Light... It's not the word I'm after, is it? It's not the word I'm after, but there we go. Lots of people in the chat this evening. That's really cool. It's really nice to see. So thank you very much, guys. I really do appreciate that. Obviously, we are getting on to the last 20 minutes of the stream. It does feel like it's gone on a little bit tonight, but that's probably because I've had quite a lot of running problems. What is up with that truck tonight? Ooh. That was weird, there's no lights on the truck either. Quite funny. Just stay red. Might just have to shut the Deltic down for 2 minutes because we can, you know, we'll enjoy hearing it start up. I was about to say, does it have engine room lights? There we go. It's on the go fast, the truck tonight. Slow it down. Is that my light? Yeah, it is. Technically, I probably should have done that one, to be fair. Nice. It looks so good with that platform all lit up like that. It looks so good. I mean, from where I am, this is the thing, like, from where I'm sat, like, literally when I sit up and look at it, it's so nice to see all that platform. Obviously, yes, I know I need to work on this back corner area, but that's a real pain to get at times, because I have to actually stand on this desk in front of me to be able to lean over it to get to it. So yeah, it's not exactly the easiest thing to do, but yeah, I think I've got a few adjustments to do with those platforms to start with. But yeah, it's looking good. It's getting there. It's getting there. Right, let's get this one. Not that one. Oh, turn a couple of volts off, that might help. Whoops. Lovely coach lighting doing its job. The heck's happened there? Weird. Oh, helps if I... So this is the other thing with ABC, so there you go, it's going to stop at the ABC section because that signal's red, so we'll just change it. Admittedly, I do have a 4-second delay before they re-engage, so it won't just instantly pick itself off. But there she goes. Lovely lighting. Need some figures in those coaches, don't we? Need figures in lots of my coaches, actually, to be fair. Wonder if we'll be able to do a smoke version of the 2MT. Oh, that'd be quite a cool thing, wouldn't it? I mean, it's a big, massive weight in the front of that one, because I had the Loco apart to basically put a firebox glow inside my one. But yeah, I mean, that'd be a cool one to do if they did. That'd be wicked, actually. That'd be really cool. Right, loop, I need to go to that one there. Waiting for a 2MT to appear, hopefully. That's the next point of call. I really do need to get on with it as well. And obviously I've got that whole thing where I was going to fit a really large engine shed. Having built one section of it, I'm starting to kind of think my strategy with that one a little bit. So yeah, I might go back to my old engine sheds, etc. I need to have a think. I need to have a play about and start laying things out and etc. I just basically need to work it out really, because at the moment it just doesn't look. It's just being taken over by a huge engine shed, and that doesn't really give me the scope for play or extra bits, etc. So yeah, I might rethink this and maybe just not quite use the big engine shed. I'll still use it on something, I'm sure. I'll build a big MPD layout or something like that sort of thing. I'll do something with it, but it's just a case of when I look at it at the moment, I'm just a little bit disheartened by the fact that it's just so big. I'll take some pictures and I'll basically put it up and see what you guys think. But yeah, it literally it takes over the whole thing. I mean, the idea was to have loads of diesels in shed and all this kind of stuff, but the more I look at it, the more I think about it, the more I'm just a little bit like, yeah, I've probably gone a bit over the top, to be honest, but never mind. It's one of those things with this hobby, you can literally go and change it, so it's going in the bin. If you build an MPD layout and you need loads of 47s, I could pretty much populate it with a load of 37s, to be fair. But then the other problem is yeah, they're all different regions, different eras, etc. So yeah, that probably wouldn't work. What am I doing? Nobody knows the answer to that question. That's the wrong one. Again, the danger with having Hey, look, that rear one's off. Why is that rear one off? Keep going. Didn't work. Great, I can't see a blooming thing. The coupling's decided to misbehave. What's the Deltic one? Where's the Deltic one misbehaving? What? I don't understand this. What the heck? Something makes me think coupling bar isn't the right height, but I'm not going to... Well, I did say it, but I wasn't going to say it. This thing only just fits. It's in there. Just realised my engine room lights are still on. I can imagine, John, a model of a shed to the scale is a fairly chunky thing anyway for a piece of real estate. Yeah, it's a very big lump of real estate, and I just sit there and think to myself, well, I can have two sheds, I can have a bit more play value as opposed to just 4 sort of parking spaces, basically. So yeah, I'll have a little think about what I want to do, etc. Rifle Brigade. Again, need to check the point set. Why? Love it when things just work, not. Right. Shush. Goodness sake. Right, what's going on? I can't hear. Is the point motor working? Was that nope. Okay, not actually the point motor's fault. A bit of glue, it seems. Oh, dear, oh dear. Right. Two things at once again. Wow, that's the time already. Crikey, need to woo, stop. Clearly didn't have that stopped quite correctly there, did I? Oh dear, oh dear. It stopped, yeah. I hadn't quite had to stop the thing, so the second you kill the sound, it just automatically drops out. That is my fault. Oh, Signalman's getting sacked at the end of this, I think. Sack the Signalman. That's going to pull well then. Well, that's pretty much brought me up to the end of the stream anyway. So yeah, I'm sorry I've not really been very chatty. Yeah, I've just been kind of concentrating on things really. What's going on here? I've noticed on your camera views are colours for those chatting. I'm purple. His favourite is purple. She would love Deltic, therefore. Okay, that made quite sense to me. James Pets, good evening. Join you near. Yeah, you've joined us nearly at the end, pretty much, basically. So yeah, we've got Thomas basically doing his bit, etc. The annoying thing is because Thomas doesn't have a front coupling, it's quite annoying to run him round, etc. But yeah, so we'll run him into the platform. You can see I've only got one set of lights in and of course Thomas doesn't run over the auto uncoupler unit either. But there we go. Right, yeah, so that pretty much brings me up to the end of the live stream anyway, guys, but I really do appreciate it. Oh, look at this. Sorry, I've joined late too. Faffing. Oh, no. What have you been up to? That's interesting. So, James, what have you been up to? Happy New Year, by the way. I really do appreciate it. Zaya, happy... Zaya? That's how you say it, I think. Yeah, Happy New Year to you as well. Yeah. I've been eating dinner. What did you have for dinner? And cake. Cake? That's not fair, is it? I want a cake, actually. My wife did do some cakes, actually, so yeah, I could ask her, can I have one, please? So yeah. But no, I really do appreciate all you guys joining me yet again on a Sunday evening. Next one, I will just check the diary. Oh, it's getting full already. It's a nightmare. Next one should be the 19th. So I hopefully see a lot of you there as well. Pink icing sugar, yeah, damn right. Can't show your you know, being macho and all that sort of stuff if you don't have a pink cupcake in your hand. I mean, come on, you know what else screams macho at people? But anyway, so no, I really do appreciate everyone watching. Again, you know, it just. You know, it humbles me so much that you guys join me on a Sunday evening to basically watch me completely muck up my railway to the sense of derailing engines, etc., etc. So yeah, you'll show us, will you, Thomas? He's gonna have to run back. He's gonna have to run backwards though, because he's not got a coupling, so he can't run backwards. He's stuck. Oh no, there he goes. Anyway, we can watch Thomas run off in reverse. No, thanks again, everyone. Really do appreciate your time this evening. Sorry, the few latecomers that have come in as well. Mel's, good evening. Oh, crikey, must be. Is it late or early for you? Must be early for you. But yeah, no, I really do appreciate it. It really just, I can't describe it. I get really overwhelmed by it sometimes when I'm looking at my viewer counter and it's like above 30, and I'm thinking 30 people are actually sat there watching me on a Sunday night waffle on about railways, etc. So yeah, it's pretty cool to me. I hope a few new people that have appeared in the chat. I hope you like the layout, etc. And yeah, I'll. Hopefully see you in another live stream fairly soon. As I say, it's all night and day. It's in night mode at the moment. Ooh, that snuck back in without us realising. There we go. Coach lighting is a must on this layout, so yeah. Bye, Thomas. Night all, take care, and I'll see you all again very soon. And Happy New Year! I mean, 2025. I approve of coach lighting. Indeed, it's got to be done on this layout, especially in night and day mode. So, yeah. Thanks again, Flymo. Admin skills, Alex Dent pointing that out to everyone. So, yeah. No, really do appreciate everyone again. Many thanks, and I'll see you all on the 19th. Take care. Bye-bye.